Yeah. But urban. Oh, look at that. Housing. Oh, I know everything's going really good right now, and everybody's able to purchase a house, isn't that right? And we all are have mortgages. There's nobody living in HUD housing. Housing and Urban Development Department of HUD. Oh, now let's say you're an undocumented worker, and I don't know who you are. Yes, and your employer's paying you $1 below minimum wage because they're too cheap to actually realize the importance of minimum wage. Oh. And you're living on $9 an hour, and then they're allowing you to live on the land that you're working on as an undocumented worker. Yes. You know, I'm concerned because I think that I'm going to live for another 70 years, and you're going to be stuck with me. Now, for those that are impoverished that make below the poverty line, seemed that HUD had a lot of housing, right? That you could be eligible for Section 8 housing, right? Subsidized housing. I personally had emailed them numerous times about my constitutional rights being violated and having to stay in a HUD housing homeless shelter that had received certain federal grants for the last 15 years for the operation of it, that somehow thought, no, we have to close it because HUD no longer supports those that are impoverished. But as I understand, HUD promotes fair housing and equal opportunity for all, regardless of race, religion, sex, or national origin. Look at that. Equal opportunity. Equal opportunity for the disabled. Ooch. And for families with children. Oh, HUD's website, portal.hud.gov. Is it really portal.hub? Could you get me all the portals of every domain name? Yes, because I don't think it is. I thought it was just HUD.gov. Why would you have to have portal.hud? Well, it's an executive department of the United States government. It's headed by the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, a member of the President's cabinet. They have their own department of the United States federal government, yes, but they use portal.hud.gov. Oh. You would think that the executive branch of the United States government that there wouldn't be a portal.hud.gov. They would actually just say hud.gov, like they would have some sort of, I think there's some problems with the email, the actual domain names of, yes. In fact, could you get me all public housing? We've ran through it a few times, but I'm just concerned that somebody thought, well, we got plenty of housing and we can be really cheap and because affordable housing is a big deal, isn't it? Yes. Let's say you're at the bottom. I mean, how many people make less than $11,800 a year after expenses? I did make 25,000 in 2010, but and we bought a plane ticket to Guam, and then we were living in a hotel, but I didn't actually have to pay income taxes on that. We had 6 children. Now, I know you're saying I'm cheating the government. Well, there's all kinds of, this is substandard housing. Yes, millions of people throughout the world live in rundown, unsanitary, overcrowded dwellings. There's no ghettos. You know, I had wanted to employ 4,000 women that happen to live in the projects, trailer parks, and ghettos to work with my attorneys. And I didn't tell you about this. It's a type of internship for large breasted women that like to have sex with me. A lot of white women, very poor women that find me attractive, and a lot of black women, a lot of Mexican women, maybe some undocumented women. You apply, you give me a little butterfly kiss. I give you a baby. I'm not a documented citizen of the United States. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do about that? Now, my thought is that a lot of it. Hello, can I talk to you for a second? My thought is that Well, it's a volunteer opportunity. You were born in another nation, someplace in the world? Yes. And you snuck into the United States. So see, a lot of attorneys when they pass the bar in any state of the United States in any nation of the world, they really don't understand real life. In their minds, I went to high school, I was a summa cum laude, I went to pre-law and law school. They got this really nice degree, and we're attracted to each other. They come to work every month. But what they need is somebody to be there by them, yes, that has a real life experience about what the fuck is really going on. Let's say you live in a ghetto. You live in some sort of hood house. You're triple D or larger. Yes. Most of your relatives have gone through the judicial system numerous times, and a few of them might be in prison or jail. Yes, they are. What I do is for every attorney that's employed that belongs to an actual bar association, I give her a special intern that they get to explain to you, the intern, what the fuck they're talking about. Yes. Now, if you don't understand it, you're from the ghetto. Yes. You're from Maine. You're in one of these poor areas. You got single wide, very large breasted, quite possibly a virgin. Yes. If you don't understand what they're talking about, what makes you think I'm going to understand what they're talking about? Because